This is the first video of a series of videos where we're going to take a look at our Google form, and the data that we collect, and how we can go from collecting that data via a form and then analyze the data that has been collected. So here I am on a form that I own and I've given out to students, and these students have gone through some exercises in classes to define and understand what being othered or feeling belonging is, and they put that on a scale. And in the presentation, this is the presentation that the students followed at the beginning of the year, they understand what these features or what this means through this. So as you can see, there are actually 4 types of categories we try to think about when feeling belonging or othered at school, and they just put themselves as they enter in the class every day on a scale of 1 to 4 as of feeling belonging or feeling othered in relation to these 4 variables or questions basically that will come out of our exercise here. So as they come into the classroom, they submit their responses, and these are collected on my editing version of this particular Google form. So I can go ahead and access that by hitting the edit this form button down here in the right hand column, this pin. I click that and it opens up my questions. So these are the questions that I've originally created before starting this exercise over time. And then you can see the responses. We're several weeks, well, about a quarter into the class or the year, so we have plenty of responses to take a look at, and it does provide some visuals here, and sometimes that we can draw conclusions from this, but there is much more to this data analysis, and that's in Sheets. So you want to make sure that you've connected your Google form to a Google Sheet, and that's easy to do when you're setting it up. And then you click on View in Sheets. Now I'm going to hit View in Sheets, and I have adjusted this so I can just simply see names as they come in, but the data is being collected, and I can go ahead and click on this, and you can see that all of this data, almost over 1,000 submissions, is then provided in the columns over here. Now, this is not a very good thing to do because you have some personal information and identifiers, and if we're just trying to get general trends, we really don't need that. So what you do is you just clean this up, and then you can make a clean version, take out any personal details and so forth. Just make sure you have your key variables that you want to use, or the key questions. So I'm going to come up here, and this is the result of my cleaning. You can see that I have a clean spreadsheet now with no indicators or individual indicators, and I just have the raw data that's been collected over so many times, 500 or so times. All right, so now we have a clean spreadsheet that we can work off of in our next steps to take and understand how to analyze this data that we've collected and make conclusions and share those conclusions visually with an audience. And that's what we'll be taking a look at in the upcoming videos in this series. I hope you stick around. See you next video.